What's up, everyone? Star Fox Command is my absolute least favorite Star Fox game. The missions are repetitive, the mandatory stylus controls I could do without, and the time limits can go to hell. I was disappointed when I first played it in 2007, and my opinion on it has not changed. I hate this game. I don't find a lot of joy out of it, and as a follow-up to Star Fox Assault, my favorite Star Fox game ever, it sucks! What I hate about this game the most is the story. The worst storytelling in Star Fox, period. And if you like the story of Star Fox Command, I'm not trying to insult you. This is me saying why I hate the story and why it gets Star Fox wrong. After the events of Star Fox Assault, Star Fox splits. For no valid reason. Falco goes off to look for thrills. What, you couldn't find any in Star Fox? And Fox and Crystal. What the hell is this? So out of the blue, Fox asks Crystal to leave because he doesn't want her to get hurt. And Crystal just leaves. This is stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. In Star Fox Assault, Fox was confident in Crystal's capability as a fighter and pilot. Of course he has feelings for her and he doesn't want her to get hurt, but joining Star Fox was her decision and he respects that. Telling her to leave because he's worried about her safety is just unnecessary. And as some Call Me Johnny pointed out, what about the other crew members? Oh what, their lives aren't important? You don't care if they're in danger? Screw you, Fox. So throughout the entire game, Fox and Crystal have this awkward tension. Fox is feeling a ton of regret, and Crystal hates Fox's guts in this game. She is so pissed at him. So pissed that in some cases, she'll join Starwolf. There are some redeeming qualities, like the new characters Amanda, Slippy's girlfriend, Lucy, Peppy's daughter, and Dash is a mixed bag. Here's one factor of the story that loses me. Branching paths that change the outcome of the story. I'm gonna say this here. I hate branching paths that do this. I know traditionally Star Fox has branching paths, but the thing about branching paths in Star Fox 64, they don't drastically change the narrative. Star Fox 64 has one concrete story. You can take different paths, which will add to the story instead of changing things. If you take the easy route, you never meet Bill or Kat, but if you take the harder routes, you'll meet them and Fox will interact with them. I like that. It adds more to the story. By the end of 64, you face off against Andros. No matter what path you take, you end up fighting him at the end. So it doesn't feel convoluted. With Command, it takes things the wrong way. The main villains are the Anglers. More on them later. In some endings, you never fight them. The story starts with the Anglar Empire invading the Lilat system, and the story could end with you fighting Pigma. So yeah, not our problem. I hate stories that do this. You started off with a big threat, and you can end the story with someone else entirely. That's not good storytelling. And speaking of, the Anglers are, without a doubt, the most forgettable Star Fox villains of all time. Before I thought about making this video, I forgot all about them. Nothing about the Anglar Emperor stands out. And it doesn't help that he's partially a copy of Andros. His base of operations is Venom. He recruits Andrew and Pigma. And why are Andrew and Pigma here? We thought they died in an assault. Their deaths were effective in that story. When we first see Andrew, he's the first threat, a pretty minor one too. He's an easy boss fight, and then we see him destroyed by an asteroid, making an explosive entrance as the big bad in that game. And with Pigma, we see him go from low-life scum to a controlled puppet of the asteroids to a giant monstrosity. We thought we killed him, and Command brings them both back. For fan service and nothing more. And I know, Street Fighter IV revived both M. Bison and Gouken after we thought Akuma killed them both. But in Street Fighter IV's defense, it does more with those two other than fan service. We see Bison interacting with new characters, and we see Gouken talking with Ryu and Ken. It does stuff with them. Same with Street Fighter V, it does more with them. In Star Fox Command, Andrew and Pigma are brought back because. Alright, let's get to the endings. The breaking point of this game. Some are okay. We see characters celebrating the victory, relaxing, having fun. We see bright futures where Fox and Crystal settle down and have a son who later becomes the new leader of Star Fox. And the other endings. They're depressing. No point in hiding this one. The endings with Crystal can hurt. In some endings, Crystal leaves Fox. And he's crying. Crystal leaves him to go with Starwolf. So Fox is heartbroken that the love of his life walked out on him to join up with his rivals. And Crystal is shunned from everybody. Everyone hates her. And she leaves Starwolf to become a bounty hunter named Cursed. And she and Fox later see each other, but he doesn't recognize her. This game hates Crystal. That is so unfair. I like the relationship between Fox and Crystal and Star Fox Assault. They have feelings for each other, and they work so well in this team of space pilots. They're a professional couple. And Command just ruins all that. There's so much drama in this game, but it's drama done the wrong way, when it's nonsensical, when it's out of character, when people make choices they wouldn't normally make, and you get this mess. That's the simplest way to describe Star Fox Command's story. It's a mess. And the other endings. Falco can't show his face to the rest of Star Fox, so he starts his own crew. And Dash, Andross's grandson. Throughout the story, he seems like a good kid. He doesn't want to follow in his grandfather's footsteps. And in 2 endings, he does. It comes out of nowhere. Throughout the path, he's being so kind and wise with Fox and Falco. I know what my grandfather did. I'm not proud of it. I hope you can let me join you. And they're being respectful towards him. So he's going to Venom to make sure it's habitable. And all of a sudden, he just becomes like Andross. Venom will become the greatest world in the Lilat system. Dash, what happened to you? When I asked all of you what you thought of Star Fox Command's story, fanfiction was brought up, and I couldn't agree more. This game puts me in a sour mood every time I think about it. I don't see myself going back to play it because for me, this is a one-and-done game. I don't like it. I don't want to play it again. Another thing I hate about this game is that it derailed Star Fox for a decade until we got Star Fox Zero. And it killed the Star Fox 64 timeline. The timeline that started with Star Fox 64, continued in Star Fox Adventures and Assault, and this. If there's one positive thing I can say about Command, it's that it made me appreciate the games I love even more. I have a clear distaste for Star Fox Command. I don't see myself going back to play it. I wanted to share why I hate it. And for a while, Nintendo wouldn't make any more Star Fox games. Maybe this game was one reason why. I mean, how do you follow up on it? I'd rather they retcon it. Just erase this from the timeline, and let's continue from Assault. I love that game's story, and its ending felt so triumphant and earned. You had Star Fox and Star Wolf teaming up to destroy a common enemy, the Aperoids. Everyone looked good in that game. Nobody was made to look stupid or selfish. Well, there's Pigma, but he's irredeemable. I was hoping we'd get a game that would take off after that. Maybe a Star Fox game for the Wii. That would be cool. But it didn't happen. It looks like the Star Fox Zero timeline where we got the original 4 members, it's going to be here a while. Crystal won't be a member again. Maybe she will, but it isn't clear. I'm going to miss the Assault team. Anyway, thanks for listening. Till next time.